Hello and welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. I am Mitchell, your Intuitive Messenger and your energy forecaster for today, Wednesday, July 31st, 2013. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. The intention is set that you would resonate, operate, and vibrate simply by watching this video in the highest possible frequency of divine love. And the intention is set that you would receive healing, guidance, and confirmation, better connection to your higher self, and alignment and harmony with your true and authentic self just by watching and listening. So today is the 31st of the month, the last day of July. July has been an interesting month. I look forward to the start of August. It has been fun, but I feel like I've been running a marathon here, so I'm ready to rest, and that's what August feels like for me coming up. And today is, like I said, 31, which boils down to number 4. 4 is very peaceful within the tarot, very smooth, calm number. It's also the Emperor, which is interesting because number 4 is feminine number, but the Emperor is very masculine person. So there's great balance within that card and that person that day today. It's also, add all the numbers up, 7/31/2013, you're going to get the number 17, which is a star card after a little bit of the destruction and craziness that we've had. So I love the ending to this month. And also you add that up, and you get number 8, which is the Strength card. All about finding your strength, developing it, believing in it, feeling it, seeing it, and knowing the strength that you have. Great development there. So somebody pointed out yesterday about the blue rhino gas explosion and some of my dreams that I had. So it's kind of fun, a little coincidence, and interesting to read about. And last night, more lucid dreaming. I was listening to my Binaural Beats and definitely did some lucid dreaming work. Last night, the image was I was driving like a tiny little red car, almost like a Mini Cooper. I think it was 4-door, but it was through, I'll say, like a war-torn area. It was kind of an area that already had devastation. Obviously a storm overhead, obviously, but it was like a tornado on its side, like this. It was very interesting. But there was somebody with me, and it was actually this guy Owen that I know from some meetups, but I feel like he was representing a calm and peaceful nature, or just an image of someone who might look like the person I was with. I felt like very lucid, dimensional time shift for me. Driving, trying to kind of get out of there. We look up as this kind of sideways tornado comes over the building, pulls the car up, and at that moment I step out of my body, or out of the body that I was kind of viewing through. And it was pretty graphic, like you see in a movie. This body was being thrown against the buildings and collapsing down. But the funny thing is I just kept saying over and over as I woke up, this is not the end of me. This is not the end of me. This is not the end of me. I mean, it was almost like there's no place like home. There's no place like home. It was, this is not the end of me. This is not the end of me. So it was a very interesting dream waking up. Felt very good while I was there, even though it was pretty horrific to watch and experience. But knowing it's not the end of me, knowing it's just an experience in that humanly body, wherever I was, whether I was observing, just taking out trash from the day, or whatever the experience was about in that dream time. So very interesting. Let me see. I think I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it right here. So I'm going to put it right here, and I won't make it as long as it was, but that freaky video yesterday. So I sat down this morning. I had my iPhone on the table. I had my earphones in. I'm going to show you it. And I talk you through it. And I say, it's not turned on right now. I'm going to turn it on. And I started my intention setting, and boom, it starts doing it again. Quite freaky. So I'm going to play that for you right now. So you'll see that. And I'm doing this because this is my cue when I get to the editing part. And then you'll see that in just a moment. I'll be back. So I'm going to record myself having my quiet meditation time. I'm going to do my binaural beats here after yesterday's very unusual incident. Not expecting anything, just seeing what happens. Going to the same one I did yesterday, which was the Zen monk meditation. And it's on and it's playing. It immediately started doing it. am flabbergasted. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop it. And it stopped. I'm going to intentionally calm myself down, close the doors off, come back to this moment and this time. And stop. It doesn't want to stop. Wow. I can still see my images with my head down even. So I'm going to stop the video. So, very interesting. I don't know what that's about, but here's one thing that I felt like Spirit was telling me. Because it's about the binaural beats, and because several of you have already mentioned you got it, you're doing it, you're working on it. Jamie, Daniel, Brenna, Sandy, they're all doing it yesterday and talking about it and feeling light and lifted. If nothing else, that freaky moment was just an attention-getting thing to bring the attention to binaural beats for you to kind of step into that. Do I think that's going to happen every day? I don't know. It's fun to watch, and I love stuff like that. So, but we will see. I opened up my computer and I asked, do I need to read one of the messages? And I still got a no. I feel like it's going to be the weekend, but when I'm told to, I will. And meaning the messages. I probably have about 4 or 5 of you that have emailed me with questions. I'm holding on to them for the right time. Don't know why. But trusting, because I was like, are you sure? I know they're waiting. I felt obligated. But Spirit's like, not today, not today. So for whatever reason, not today. Here is your card for today, shuffling and shifting, because it's going to be a little bit longer video, especially once I splice that thing in. Or actually, I already spliced it in. You've already watched it. Your card for today, the Magician. So this is, yes, puberty has finally hit. This goes perfectly well with the Magician. So in our major arcana cards, the Fool is card 0. It begins our journey. The first card, or actually the number 1 card, is the Magician. So this card's popped up a few times. We're looking at the end of the month. We're bringing on a new month tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 1st and 1. Number 1 are about beginning starts, fresh things happening. This card is often about the fact that you have everything you need right there in front of you, right there in your little sack, in your suitcase, in your bag, whatever. And I have to talk about it because it's such a cool thing. But for years I used these cards and never realized it, but this guy has 6 fingers. So I always point that out if I'm reminded of it. But the Magician in a lot of decks has like a table in front of him, and there's a sword, there's a cup, there's a coin or a pentacle, and there's a wand. And all those things represent all the elements of, being here, of the deck. So you have all the equipment, all the tools, everything you need to do your job. And I think that's pretty much the message today. You've got it all right there. You got this. You are enough. You have this. And I'm actually hearing that this is physically about tools. If you're a hairstylist, you've got everything you need right in front of you. Just keep looking. If you're a mom, you got it. You got all you need right in you to get it done. Whatever your job is today, you have everything you need right there in front of you. So So from beating on my chest, moms. So know that you've got it all right there within you, in front of you, however you want to look at it. So don't doubt, don't hesitate, just believe and know that you have it. So I think that's your message. You got it all right in front of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Blog Talk Radio, the Intuitive Messenger Show. with my first guest, and we're going 90 minutes. And that first guest is Daniel Hill. He's part of our Cosmic Caffeine on Sunday nights. He does the chat room readings, but tonight he will be on air with me for the whole hour and a half, Daniel. And the cool thing is when I bring people on, Spirits told me part of that is going to be having them share their story about how they got involved in, reading and doing this metaphysical light working work, and the challenges and the glories and the joys and the downfalls and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be kind of a cool experience to watch the show progress. If you haven't watched last week's episode, you can find it on the Blog Talk Radio channel and check it out before tonight. And I think that's about it. Next Tuesday, I do my intuitive development class just on the basics of intuition and developing it, how you can practice it, work on it. It is like learning another language or playing the piano. It does take practice. It does take time. I believe everybody has the ability. How proficient and how good you get is going to be up to you, but also there are some just simple, limiting factors within you. It may not be the full direction you go to do something like I'm doing or Jamie. Your work may be within the realms of energy healing, where you, believe me, you use this work, you use your intuition through that as well. Even chiropractors use their intuition. Acupuncturists, I know they do. Most of them do. So I think that's about it. I will say to you, namaste. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you guys tomorrow.